Hello, welcome back. This is Kim. Today I'm going to show you some keyboard shortcuts. I have a really long list, so this is only about a third of them. But computer keyboard shortcuts can save you a ton of time because you're not constantly going from the keyboard over to the mouse, back to the keyboard, over to the mouse. You'll notice programmers and people that are really that type all day long, they keep their hands pretty much on the keyboard. They're not going back and forth to the mouse very often. I mean, sometimes you have to, of course. They also will work if you have a wireless mouse with a battery and the battery dies, you can still continue to work because you'll know all these ways to maneuver around without the mouse. They don't work with every single application, every single website, but most. So these are some of the most useful ones, and I'm going to add them to the description below so you don't need to try to write them down or anything. But yeah. Okay, so let's open up a browser and let's open up a Word document, only because I'm going to be copying and pasting back and forth, and just be easier to have them ahead of time. Okay, so let's just go to Wikipedia. And just pick this thing here. Okay, so we want to copy this text and we want to move it over to a Word document. We're doing a report on Aaron Phillips, let's say. So just highlight it and you hit Control, hold down Control and hold down C at the same time, and that copies it. Go to the page where you want it, you hit down Control and then click on V, and that pastes it. So that's a pretty common one. I think most people know it. Another very common one most people know, but it's Control key and P, and that brings up print. Here's another pretty good one. If you click inside the document and you do Ctrl A, it highlights all of it. So that's a little easier than trying to drag, especially if it was a really long document. So Ctrl and O will open a new document inside of Word, which is nice. Ctrl W, I think you have to have something open. Oops. Ctrl W will close it. Guess you didn't really see that, but it was open, then Ctrl W closed it. Let's type some stuff. This is just a sample. This text is really small. I'm going to do Ctrl A and then click and make it just some bigger so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So this is just a sample text blog. Okay, whatever. So I don't want to add that text. So easy way to undo is Ctrl and Z. Just keep doing it. It'll, whatever the last thing is you did, it steps back, which is kind of cool. But if you want to redo, like, oh, maybe I will keep it, it's Ctrl Y. And it redoes everything. And it just in steps. So you can go back all the way to a blank document, all the way forward back to where you were. So here is another thing inside of Word. Well, this works in most things, but if you hit Ctrl and F, oh, maybe it doesn't work there. Let's see if it works on the website here. Ctrl F, there we go. This little box opens up and it's find. So I want to look for gold. So what it'll do is there's 4 words gold on this page. These little arrows will move you back and forth through them, so you could pick whichever one you wanted. So if you're looking for something in a document, that's really helpful. It's Ctrl F. Not sure why it didn't work in Word, but it's right here. Here's find, and it works the same way. It says Ctrl F. Huh. Interesting. You want to find something, it's the same thing. It's over here. I want to find the word Australia. So there we go. And then once again, you could just go back and forth through them. Okay, moving forward. So let's say I want to change how this sentence works. Let's pick the sentence right here. You do Ctrl D, and it brings up all the font choices, spacing. It has everything all in one here, so you don't have to go up to the ribbon. You can just, let's change the font. Let's pick something. I don't know what any of these are. Let's say bold. We want it to be bigger. Then let's see what they have here. So we can scale it, spacing, position. Ooh, text effects. Let's see what the text effects are. Oh, we can do artistic text. Oh, we can do. Let's do shadow. Okay. Whatever. Let's click OK. See what we did. Okay, I don't see a shadow, so that didn't really work. But anyways, that's kind of cool. So you could change. You don't have to click up here, which I'm not sure if it's any faster, but there you go. Ctrl S will bring up your save as. If it's already been saved one time, it'll just save it. It won't be save as, it'll be save. Okay, here we go. Ctrl Escape brings up your start menu. So you could pick something else. Alright, so then you hit Ctrl N is a new document. That's if you're in Word. If you're in File Explorer, Ctrl N brings up another window, new window. Okay, now we're over here. Ctrl N brings up a new tab. So that's useful. Ctrl Shift Escape brings up Task Manager. This shows you what's open. You can open it bigger. I don't know if you've ever seen Task Manager before, but it shows you what's open, how many resources it's using. Here's a CPU, how much memory, disk space, network, traffic. So anyways, let's see, power usage. So it shows all these things down here are open right now. Many of them you don't even know what they are, which is fine. We're not doing anything to it, we're just looking. But if something was super high, like if this connected device was like 100% and pegging everything, you might want to do some research and find out exactly what it was. If you click this little thing, it gives you more information. You could drag these little bars over, it gives you. So this probably would never happen, but if it was this, you could just Google what this is and see why it's taking up so many resources. Anyway, so that's cool. So back to the web. So we're on this page here. Ctrl plus is what I'm hitting here. It's zooming. You could just keep zooming. So Ctrl plus, Ctrl minus, dash, whatever, it puts it back. So that's useful. If you go to a website and has really small text, you can easily zoom in and out with just your keyboard. So let's open up a couple tabs here. Let's open that tab. Let's open this tab. Okay, so now we have some tabs. Let's say I close this one accidentally, but I really didn't want to. Ctrl Shift T brings it back. So that's kind of cool. Let's see, what else? I think that's it for today. I'm going to stop now. This list is really long, so I'm going to break it up into, several different videos. I will put these in the description of the video, so you don't have to try to remember everything that I said. But play around with them. They're kind of fun. They won't hurt anything. There's a lot more. but this is just a little taste for you. So anyways, I hope you like this video, and subscribe so you can find me again. Thank you.